Hello again, and welcome to another wonderful day for streaming. Uh, just quick before we get into any of the introduction stuff, as always, for anyone watching this on the YouTube VOD channel, we go live at about 1 p.m. Eastern every day at twitch.tv/crispy042. There is a link down below for the channel as well, so feel free to stop by, follow, and hit that notification button so you know whenever we go live. Otherwise, we are back to Final Fantasy XIII today. We're at the spot, we're in the Palamecia, basically playing the two separate parties to finally get them to join back up together. So we will soon have the whole crew combined and ready to move on, and soon be in the Grand Pulse, I believe. I don't think there's too much more before we drop down there. So let's go ahead and hop into the game. I already hit the button to get everything loaded. So we got that background, what happened last time, kind of going through. So now, let me... The game was pretty loud in my own ears just because of certain setups. Let's see, did I spent their stuff. Okay. I think same thing. We're gonna go around the circles just to see. This should hopefully be able to take that one out. Oh shoot. Little bit more healing.
Thanks, Vanille. You got this, Vanille.
There we go. Now this thing is basically dead on its own. Alright. No, I just realized, I think these center... This only has the one center. Yeah. Oh, that's not what I wanted you to fight. I want you to take those things out. Oh, please get that heal off. Damn it. lack of being able to move people can be rough sometimes. Okay. Whoop. Shoot. Alright. Let's try this again. Board us all. Let's make sure we start off by targeting these things. Come on, heal up. All right.
Watch and learn, kid.
Yeah. One round of, I think, double. There we go. Whew. We actually 5-starred that. Damn. Alright. Tough the Phoenix down, and there was nothing else in the center. Alright, now let's run around the circle to see if there's anything on the outside here. I do still think Saz's weapon design is kind of cool. The idea of two guns that can have a way to be combined into a single weapon. Oh, the enemies are back on the center. Holy cow. Yeah. I'm gonna say, I don't think there's any on the bridge, but... Whew. Nothing on any of the bridges. We've got what was up top, so... Huh. Yep. Again, we get the one to start curing. Huh. All that's left is him now, and he shouldn't be any issue. Oh, we only needed two. Huh. Figured it was a 50-50, whether it would be anywhere, or... There's an even shot at the 2, the 3, or the 4 being what was necessary. Nothing else, so just this guy now. we actually should be pretty decent at this point. Only nice reason to switch to the dual cast is it'll build up the stagger meter faster for more damage in the long run. Whew. Got him. Alright, that's them past their big circular room. So I gotta switch back over now.
Well, isn't this great?
Okay, at least it's just the two.
We got this, Vanille.
Let's get a little heal up quick.
Didn't even have to ask. Follow the old man's lead.
No, to buff up.
Here, Vanille. Go, girl. Here. We got this, Vanille. Follow the old man's lead.
One more set of heals.
Thanks, Vanille.
Yeah, now with him also having the other weakens, we don't have to worry about changing anything. See? Alright. Now we get the switch over.
The wind, it's dying down.
Yeah, it's stopping. And we're decelerating. They up to something?
I don't suppose it could just be, I don't know, good luck?
That looks a lot more like bad luck.
You got a point.
Not to me. That we can do something about.
All right.
Turn the
Back to
tables.
these three. All right, there's something back here, so let's get through this first. Like, I'm pretty sure we got this without worrying about healing. Oh, this is a 3-man. Okay, got a bitty. We got the healing good. Now let's switch to bully.
Thank you.
Alright, let's see if she keeps with that or if I'm gonna have to. Alright, let's switch to aggression now then. Perfect. Forgot that she's got those two that are actually really effective against that thing. That's fine though. Cleared those out so we can come back and grab this. Whistle Winds Garb. I don't care about the items. ATB advantage. That stuff, and then just once we can control the team, knowing what summons we have access to is important. I think we get a fourth one, not this chapter, but next chapter. Alright, level up time. Great. She's done that one. Almost done with Ravager. Alright, Synergist is done. Well on his way to Medic being done. That's good. No, we have not started that, so that means we're on... Actually, technically, I guess I hadn't started either. Hey. Hey! Renew! Another person with Renew now. His commando is done. All right. Let's save and keep going forward. After all, that is the name of this game. Just keep moving.
Back me up. Target's a target. As if there was any doubt.
There. Oh good, we got the preemptive this time.
As long as I stay focused.
New strategy. Pathetic. Thank you. You asked for it.
Now, bully a bit. little annoying that she does not keep going.
New strategy.
Jeez. That is only that devastating because of the amount of strength she has. Alright.
This'll be interesting.
One more setup and then...
Come on then.
Target to target.
Come on then. Cheers.
Time for another approach.
Okay, got the slow on.
Keep the enemy off balance.
Okay.
You looking at me? This'll be fun.
Needed the healing.
Here.
This'll be fun.
Back to relentless assault.
Easy.
There we go. Okay, so nothing to worry about there. I do.
Back me up. Out of my way.
That's sort of what I was hoping for.
Time for another approach.
No, we don't do cheap viewers. It's how you get banned.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Keep the enemy off balance. Eat this.
I mean, one of these days, people will learn. Don't advertise viewers to me.
Eat this.
You asked for it. Thanks.
Get a little bit of healing in. Yeah, is what I was kind of waiting for.
This'll be fun. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. New strategy.
Thank you.
Healing again.
You looking at me? You looking at me?
Oh.
You looking at me? Thanks. Thank you.
New strategy.
There's only one thing left, we'll get
Didn't
it.
even break a sweat.
That was definitely longer than it should have been. But hey. Back up to a save in a shop, which means... Look at all those components we gained. Alright, she's got Ravager done, so... Off to Medic. Now... His Medic is done, so... For him it's Ravager. Sentinel is almost done. He's only got Ravager left, not that we've been seeing much from him. Alright.
You know what to do.
Out of curiosity. No, all they have is half damage from wind. Okay. Resave after that one fight, just because we got the item as well, so this way we know we're good. Alright, now we can go back to Slightly more standard with everybody attacking the same thing. What about these? Weak to fire and ice. I've got water and electric, so... Hence the auto strikes being what they are.
That's how it's done.
Alright.
That's how it's done.
6,000 almost on that damage there. Really? All that was in there was 300 gil? Huh. Alright. Currently, we're only in the 3,000s on the damage. Oh, nope. For 4,000. $5,500, not terribly bad. All right.
Don't worry.
Come on, then.
Steady now.
Cheers.
Let the healing go, just because they definitely need some.
Thanks.
Is that cleared up so we can grab a spark ring? That's the way forward, so...
We can win if we stay focused.
This way we know we get the good attacks every time against it. I was gonna say, I thought it was dead. I guess not. Alright.
something I can't handle.
Yeah, definitely one of those where Relentless Assault is the better option. Nothing down there. Nothing in there. Cutscene moment. Alright, let's see what this is.
So, Light, how you figure this makes us lucky? Because when we kill it, we're one step closer to Vanille. How's that? Well, when you put it that way.
It absorbs lightning, so yeah. This will be definitely one of those. It'll be better to switch to Relentless Assault when we stagger it. Oh, it's true. It's all...
Change of plan. Come on, man. Time for another approach. Eat this. Change of plan.
Let's get a little healing up.
Time for another approach.
And that should let us finish it. Goodbye. Oh, another one?
Another one.
One big fat stroke of luck after another. I'm so happy I could cry.
Tease us, will ya?
Come down here!
Hey, look! Now the whole crew is together.
Vanille!
There you are.
Miss me?
You, the monster!
Where?
Oh, damn.
Eat this! Come on, then!
Get a bit of healing off. And then actually, we'll do this a little different. Let's bully it. Alright.
Thank you.
At least get the bar lightning off.
New strategy.
Get a little bit of healing off here.
Come on, man.
Here. Thanks.
This should finish it off. Damn, that one lightning was really nasty. But we got it. Now the touching reunion. And I think an embarrassing moment. Yeah, the
Time. Bang.
just without thinking, turn you and look at your thing that's on the hip in kind of an embarrassing
Worry
spot.
like that. We'll talk later, Missy.
Poor Saz.
What's wrong?
Huh? Oh, nothing. Nothing. What's on the agenda?
Toppling the sanctum?
No, I mean really.
He's serious. We're gonna take down the sanctum and give Cocoon back to the people. The Fal'Cie have called the shots for long enough.
If we pull this off, it'll be a miracle.
Well, good thing Lady Luck's on our side.
You sure about that?
More of them? Really old.
A miracle. Grand Pulse style. Vanille, go fish. Got it.
That's a good girl.
Beast Riders!
All right. Let's get on.
It's actually good timing, because now we can, once this is done, we can kind of save or pause and then, take our first break. Because we are a little past due for that.
Believe in Lady Luck now?
Yeah. Lady Bad Luck. Ah.
Well, it says you're the only one saying that because you're not
Urge of prime.
hanging on the same way they are.
I had my doubts. But I also believed that if we stuck together, somehow we could change our fate.
Is this going to give me a save, or are we going into another cut? Nope, another cutscene. Okay.
grizzlies through there.
We're still gonna have our talk. So let's survive this first, yeah?
Right.
All right. Still don't think it gives... Oh, no, it does. Battle team formation. Show your battle team by pressing Y, yada, yada. So we now have the option to choose fully who we control. And there is going to be some exploration to do here. So... thing going over that again. Thing we just beat up. Oh, auto shell and auto faith. Okay. I know I should be taking my break already, but let's just get... Hey. Yeah. That's her sentinel done. He's got his Ravager fully done. But again, he just got a lot more points to spend. Yeah, so Saboteur's done. Medic is almost done. Alright. They are all leveled up. Let us save. And give me just a few moments. Like I said, go ahead and take a quick break, run some ads, take care of drinks and what have you, and then we will come back to more of this. So, see you in just a little bit. Alrighty, I am back and ready to get back into all of this. So, got ourselves a cough drop because I could feel a little bit of a cough coming, but that should hopefully just be, shouldn't be too bad. So let's get into the game. Better back into the game. And make sure. Okay. Nothing here. So it's true, I can change around
You know what to
who I'm using. What would be the best? Yeah, it's like I need to switch to heals quick. I should be paying more attention to that. What? Let's try this team. And I want a commando synergist. I want to, yeah, try disaster. I'll start with all for one. Let's try this.
back me up.
Thanks.
Thank you. Target's a target. Time for another approach.
All right.
Keep your mind on the battle.
Thank you. Thank you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate
Is that everything? It would seem so. Okay.
Target to target.
Yeah. This thing is not surviving now. Yeah, the dual synergist team is definitely very solid. All right. Now we just do centers unless we have to run back up a flight to... because it turns out we can't go from center to a side that we want to.
On your toes.
Thank you.
Alright. Hey, DJ. Ooh, we need
New strategy.
our medic quick. Damn it.
I appreciate it.
No.
I think I may need to do a slightly different team to start. Oh yeah, I've been saying Final Fantasy XIII's got its good spots. Let me adjust to this being the primary one here. I think I may need to focus on getting a couple of enemies down first.
This'll be interesting.
Hey, I understand, man. Some days you just need a day to do nothing and recharge.
Thanks.
Here.
Come on. Need you to heal up. Damn it! I may have needed the double medic team for a second. It was also, I think, a little different. I thought that was a different team setup than it was. Yeah, I didn't realize that was Commando Medic Synergist. Let's get one more. There we go. Hey, like I said, I can understand. I'm also got a thing. Hopefully it won't be too bad, but I have a thing that has been keeping my mind a little in the offside for a bit. That is making it rough to where I'm gonna do today and tomorrow's stream, but I might be taking Sunday off
On your toes.
just to have a day to decompress a bit. Come on, Hope.
Don't worry.
Jeez. I think I can do it. I just need to change who I'm focusing on. That's been the problem. Those bazookas have been killing me. This is a surprisingly rough fight.
This'll be interesting.
now we can use a little time to heal up and
Thanks.
buff up a bit.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was very much just I was hitting the wrong person.
Take this.
There we go. Needed to get that bazooka out of there. Because that's what kept killing me. Alright.
You know what to do.
I say she should have no problems getting through these enemies.
Nothing personal.
There we go. I don't need to go up, so... Well, at least that was a decent fight. Looks like there's just an item over here. Nice. Umbral. That should be for, yes, no. Don't know if it's necessarily going to be better than what he's currently wearing, but... Probably not a bad time to check a few equipment things. Rune bracelet is plus 10 magic resist. Yeah, we're good with what we got. Once we get to Grand Pulse and can start really grinding up stuff and leveling up stuff, that's when we'll worry about more things. Go back to starting with that now.
Thanks. Thank you.
Get the ridiculously large amount of buffs on everyone. I believe that might be everything.
You asked for it.
I got one last burst off, huh? And now it gets to die.
Easy.
Okay, good. Those are auto-connected. Or they're not, but I can tell that that's... So we go deal with these. And then it looks like from down there we can get that, connect over, and go down to get those last ones.
Thanks.
Oh no, not relentless assault, damn it. Diversity.
Thanks.
Alright.
Thank you.
Shoot. No. Huh. Oh, not that one. Alpha one. There we go.
Thank you.
That's how it's done.
Whew. Alright, so that's that fight done. This is gonna be a little rough.
Keep your mind on the battle.
Thanks. Thank you. Thanks.
Nothing personal.
Go. Now he should be able to heal up decently. Switch
Change
to
of
this just for a few more buffs.
Thank you.
Oh no, not that one.
Time for another approach.
There we go. Huh. Huh.
Be ready for the next fight.
Alright, let's go this side first. Actually, that's not who I want to be focusing on.
Thanks.
I don't think I have any buffs left.
You asked for it.
Thank you. Thanks.
you can be buffed up all you want. You ain't gonna do... It's not quite the same level as we are.
That's how it's done.
Okay, so nothing actually on this level, but... Go ahead and pop this down. So go get the item at the end of this row. Now over this way. There's only one destroyer.
Thank you. Thanks.
Heals, please.
Time for another approach.
Steady now.
Out of my way! Nothing personal. Target's a target.
Alright. No, not here. That was supposed to be relentless assaults. Alright. Same thing, we head down. Go get this item. Is that a tier above? Sure. Now, the center.
Never know until you try.
All right. See how much of Ravager she gets through. He actually is fully leveled. Why does Snow lag behind everyone else? Alright. Okay, yeah, nothing new shop-wise. Alright. While I'm here. Go. We strengthened Lightning's weapon up a bit more. And sold the things we needed to sell off. Let us continue on to this fight.
Been looking for you, Nabat.
Your Eminence, please escape. I'll cover your retreat.
Humans have no business here.
Magic?
That was ruin.
Monster! People are not yours to use!
What else does one do with tools? Cocoon is a factory built by Fal'Cie. A factory for the mass production of human thralls.
Not anymore, it's not.
What can mere men do? Without our help, death is all of which you're capable. You saw the fools, a mindless mob drunk on fear of a viewless sea.
If they only knew Alessi was the one filling their glasses.
Let's see.
No, that's a Fal'Cie in human form.
Me. Oh, child, perish the thought. I am more than that. I am Fal'Cie.
Yep.
My name is Spontaneous. Voice of the Sanctum and Lord Sovereign of the Cocoon Fal'Cie. Your kind feared the darkness, so we gave you light. You begged us for the purge, and did it not come to pass? Now you spurn our counsel. You must learn your place.
Cocoon's nothing to you?
You are ignorant of your place.
Thank you.
I owe you.
Actually, yes. Lever scope.
Thanks.
Because that should have given us now. Yep, everything.
Thank you.
This is the power of Fal'Cie.
Gotta stay in control.
What can mere see? Witness my power.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yield. You will taste agony. You will know.
Thanks.
Got him. Oh, hey, we 5-starred him too.
Valseed running Sanctum.
Then, I guess it wasn't Eden controlling things after all.
As I said, I am Lord Sovereign.
Guess Falsey don't go down as easy as the rest of us.
Ease is not the issue. You have not fought to win. You should know quite well already the sure way of dispatching our kind.
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
What's Ragnarok?
Pitiful to see. You've forgotten your focus. Ragnarok is the beast one of you must become in order to lay waste to Cocoon. You have had the dream. One among you will become that monstrosity. Defeat Orphan and destroy Cocoon.
Orphan.
The font of Eden's power.
Mm-hmm.
Orphan fuels Eden with strength, and Eden in turn sustains you and the rest of our kind. Destroy Orphan, and you'll release a force such as this world has never seen. Cocoon will be torn asunder.
So if I did that, destroyed Orphan,
Your focus will be fulfilled.
So what? Who says it has to be?
Sarah asked us to save Cocoon before she turned to Crystal. Save it! And that's what we're gonna do. Sarah was trying to tell us how to complete our focus, and we have...
Allow me to help you see the truth of things.
Mm-hmm.
The moment you arrived, your friend wept crystal tears. This was because her focus required that you be brought together. That girl did nothing but assemble the tools for Cocoon's destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Did it never occur to you? Or did you simply refuse to countenance the thought? If you will not face the truth, then face the peril of your plight.
The end of chapter 9.
This is bad. The yoke's jammed. Knew it was a trap.
Something's coming.
Not so fast, Lassie. Hang on!
It's a really cool ship.
The hell kind of ship is this? Fighting on its own?
Gotta make things look convincing, doesn't it?
Can't we do something?
Captain, I give up! The shield!
Sam, look out!
Then just vanish. Yes, we saved the progress. And here we are, arrived, sort of crashed, landed, sort of regular landed in...
Looks like a piece of pulse.
Pulse? What, you mean like the Bodum vestige? Something like that. It's close to Eden.
Yeah, well, what I don't understand is after the purge and all that Lassie paranoia, why keep a chunk of pulse under the floorboards?
Is this what the Primarch wanted us to see?
A place for Lassie to accept their fate.
Do you really think our focus is what Daisley said it is?
You mean become Ragnarok?
Destroy the foul sea Eden and shatter Cocoon. That's what the vision's telling us, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
So, back to square one. Out of luck.
Not necessarily.
Mr. Hero! Cocoon calling snow!
Vanille. She's lightened up a
almost
bit.
Daisley wants it to come true.
Seems that way. You sure didn't mind explaining it. Here's your focus on the silver platter.
That feels weird. Yeah.
I don't get it. Why would a cocoon fal'Cie want to destroy Cocoon?
Maybe it's a foul sea thing. You know what I mean? Some grand design we just don't understand.
Hey, Snow, nothing from you?
He is completely out of it after the realization that
This way?
on Sarah from that potential realization. Alright, I have some different exploration to do, but what we will do first here, let's get Entite Ring. Resist elements. Okay. Oh look, We're in chapter 10 now. The update to potentially what Sarah's thing was. Him. And Barthan plus each of his parts. Alright, let us pop up the Crystarium. Start with her commando. Almost fully leveled it. Cool. Oh, it's just her. Okay, we'll worry about the others in a moment then once we unlock more. Let us save here and take another short break. Oh, hey, technically we're in disc 3 now. So yeah, give me a little bit to take another break, run some ads and stuff, stand up, stretch, maybe take care of Dregs. And then we'll come back for more of this in just a little bit. So see you guys then. Alright, I am back again, ready to get further into this game. So let's get to it. Main thing, let's just make sure there. Does not seem to be anything here, at least.
Wish I could say it was mine. Truth is, the ship handled them. I'm not talking about some jacked up autopilot either. Something wanted us to make.
Of course, was the Fal'Cie.
Sarah, so gathering up the tools.
Oh, you know, I should check. I had a feeling most of the shops upgraded. Foul liquid. So we're gonna have to worry about days now. Amulets, okay. Yeah. There, just so that way I should have one of every weapon. Let's get going.
Don't believe everything. He's telling us our focus is to destroy Cocoon. He could be lying to trick us into helping him to do something. We should listen to.
So Daisley was really the Fal'Cie vision he was talking about. Was that crazy Ragnarok dream we all had? One of us is supposed to become this. Except we do that. I think I have that part straight now. Are we ready to get out of here?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I gotta apologize. Looks like I was wrong.
About Sarah's focus? Not like you to second guess yourself.
Even heroes make mistakes.
Snow.
What about your plan to protect Cocoon? Either way, your faith in Sarah was strong. That strength got you this far.
It was all wrong.
Yeah, you tried so hard to convince us that you even fooled yourself. You've been a total idiot. But still, it saved me. You trusted Sarah. Let that faith drive you. It even made me want to believe.
Sarah, talk to me, baby.
Okay.
Those were just legends, right?
I want to say we're close to Eden, but it's hard to be sure.
Won't let us there. Nothing over there. Okay, now we have everybody. Yeah, I was gonna say, those would definitely take up quite a bit of his buffing. Or CP, and yeah. His now bars will also take a bunch of his CP out of the way. Alright. Spent everybody's CP. Let's get the save now past that cutscene and everything. And up we go.
I can't believe we're still in Cocoon.
It's kind of creepy.
Yep. A place designed to test Lassie.
Keep a cool head.
I don't have good,
You asked for it.
I 100% need to change the paradigms here. That's not what I wanted.
Keep a cool head.
Alright. There's the potential to assume all combat roles from now on. You may also freely select the members of your battle team to take on... You may also... I thought we already had... Whatever. A member must first learn an ability of that role, yada yada. The fifth arc. Concealed vestige.
This place. It must be an ark.
An ark? That's what they call them.
Long ago, the Falsi who made their home on Grand Pulse were afraid of invasion from the outside. As part of their battle preparations, they created an army of living weapons. And they stored those weapons in arks. And they hid the arks all over the world.
Everyone on Grand Pulse knew the legend.
So, this is basically a Pulse armory.
Mm-hmm. Most of us never believed in it. A few people tried searching, but they never found a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Who'd have thought to look on Cocoon?
Right under our noses. Some secret they kept. Those Sanctum guys, what are they up to?
The story's not done. There's more.
They used to say the Arks had a more practical purpose.
Huh. Really?
Yeah, to force Lassie to master their shiny new powers.
Yep.
Okay.
Teach a Falsi how to, or teach a Lassie to be a Lassie.
Isley's goal is to forge us into stronger weapons. Right.
Not Seath, but monsters all the same.
Think of it as training for the fight ahead.
Hope's right.
Wait, what was that?
Uh-huh.
These guys again.
Fun times.
Over there. We gotta keep moving.
Alright. That'll do.
What do we do?
Get ready.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thanks. Thank you.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
I appreciate
Damn! I saw 9,000 damage there. Okay. Just to make sure we didn't miss anything. Huh.
Thanks. Change of plan. Thank you.
Here.
Thanks. Keep the enemy off balance. Be ready for the next fight.
Jeez. Absolutely obliterated him there. Alright, okay. Does not look like we missed any items, so...
Back me up.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
And GG's. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we've got enough buffs. Switch to heals to start taking these out with now.
Keep the enemy off balance.
Yeah. Goodbye. Damn. Okay, nothing there. That's fine.
This art thing is here to train us up for the end of the world, huh?
Wants to make us stronger so we can destroy Cocoon.
Thanks. Nothing personal.
Haste was the main one. As long as everybody's got haste, I'm not worried about anything else from this. 'Cause as soon as we stagger this, it'll be game over. See? Okay. I want to say, yeah, we go left first, and then we'll go forward. And there is a safe spot coming up. Hey, thanks, Marco, for the follow there.
Nothing I
Or
can-
Marco Gibdono? If I'm saying any of that wrong, I apologize. I should probably be more aggressive. Though I don't think I need to. Pretty sure she's got that. Damn. Alright. See, is there anything hiding here? No. Damn. Alright. Let's get this fight done.
Let's get this over with.
Ah!
Thank you.
That's why I was like... That's why I wasn't sure how to pronounce the part after Marco. I was like... I'm guessing it's Ford or something, but that's cool.
New strategy.
I actually probably should have just gone to the straight up full Ravager one, but a little health wouldn't be so bad. Alright. Now we can go ahead and drop this guy. Alright, let's see. Oh, actually, before I go and save, let us spend... Yes, I understand. We are not leveling up those other classes until the 3 that currently have levels are max. Because if I remember correctly, they are also extremely expensive to level. Oh no, we weren't working on medic, it's synergist. I can understand, this is a fun game to play. I know it gets its hate, but I think that's just because it was such a big departure from all the previous games that I can understand it. I have enjoyed this game, at least the first one here. I've never got to really play through 2 or Lightning Returns, so those will be coming up once I finish these on the 2 days I do this. It's mainly, I think, because of the general gameplay departure of this from all the previous games. Oh wait, is Sentinel fully leveled? It is fully leveled. Because like here you go from the full party control to just the single character. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's the single character control, as well as the fact that if your character dies, the one who's leading and you're controlling, that's game over. So it's a little harsher on that versus a lot of the previous ones. The general, I think, feel of combat for some people was it? Story's always going to be hit or miss for most people. I think this has got a solid story, but I know a lot of people didn't enjoy the story, at least when the game came out, and they tend to kind of make fun of some of the characters and their story. I mean, story is going to be hit or miss on every Final Fantasy game.
Doubt the people in the sanctum even know about this place.
I think, though, yeah, with the changes to this stuff, plus, like, just the timing of it for those changes, it really threw people off. But this is what started the shift now towards where 15, 16, the 7 remakes, the much more action style that those games are now, got the shift because of where this game started to move away from that level of stuff. Give me just 1 second. I'm not gonna go to my break screen or anything, but I gotta just take a quick restroom break, and we'll come back for the last little bit I got. So give me just a moment. Alright, I am back. Oh, there was one other thing that I remember being the other big, thing against this game, which was kind of surprising because of Final Fantasy X, but I guess I understand it in some ways. A lot of people didn't like this game because of the linear nature of the game, of the story as well. Like, sure, Final Fantasy X was also a very linear game, but at least with 10, you could backtrack to different areas, and what have you. This one, it's level structured, you know, you're going from chapter to chapter, and it's, here's your map for this fight, and when you're done, there you go, you're never going back to that area. That, I think, was honestly one of the biggest, if I remember, was one of the biggest complaints. So, I have played through this game only a couple of times. I do go through until I beat the game. I'll usually take a pause at Grand Pulse, but I've never actually completed all the stuff on Grand Pulse. This playthrough, I don't know if I will. I am contemplating doing a, like, after I finish playing through all of the Final Fantasy games, doing a secondary run through all of them in more of a, like, kind of grindy, do everything style. And that's when I'll probably go into, making sure to, like, max out all the weapons. Though I will spend some time grinding on Pulse again, just because it does help to have, have some weapons leveled up. So I will kind of figure that out once I get to Grand Pulse, exactly what I'm gonna grind for that. But I do want to, like I said, spend some time grinding there. But yeah, that was, I think, amongst the complaints for this game was the nature of the grind, of not really being able to grind or do that stuff until you hit Grand Pulse.
Thanks. Nothing personal.
Like, I have thought about, once I finish these games, the plan is, then a second playthrough. That's gonna be a, of, not all of them. There's some games I'll probably skip. Oh yeah, I can imagine. It is, grinding up the weapons is not an easy thing to do. So yeah. So this dead ends, and there's nothing at this side of the dead end. Okay. Yeah, it takes a lot of time and effort to grind everything up. Though, sitting on Grand Pulse and working through all of those,
Nothing personal.
extra missions. Mind you, that was the thing. Part of, I think, this game was also, it has the New Game Plus that unlocks, I think, some extra stuff for a second playthrough, if I remember correctly. Again, it's been a while, and I don't remember if I ever did that side of it.
You know what to do.
Oh, I don't have anybody doing the other kind of attacks right now, so... No, not relentless. Crap.
Time for another approach.
I need heals.
Thank you.
Ah. Oh yeah, Grand Pulse is a very big, you have to do... Damn it, I messed that up.
I'm so advanced.
Grand Pulse was an easy place to die in a lot of them. But there was a method to the grind and to doing the quests that helped. Let me do... Nope, not that button. Paradigm Shift. As much as I like this one, for this one, I need the Relentless Assault to start it.
You know what to do.
There we go. The retrying, though, being able to kind of like, oh crap, I failed this. Let me adjust some things and give it another go. It is very nice to have that option.
Something like this.
Damn it. Alright, well. This should still die fairly quickly. Whew.
Be ready for the next fight.
Like I said, this is the only one I ever really played through was the original. I haven't managed to get through I haven't done much for 2, and I haven't even played Lightning Returns. Just a lot of the timing for when these games originally came out, and then since then I haven't had I've had other stuff that I've also wanted to play that kind of ended up getting in front of these. One of the benefits of streaming now is I've find myself more willing to find games like this to push a bunch of time into actually playing through the whole series or something. So, while this is like my third playthrough of this game, 2 and Lightning Returns are going to be interesting to actually try for once. Yeah, I know, I've heard about the issue with, heard some of the basic issues with Lightning Returns in the fact that it's, like, timed progression in a way, because you have to, you only have so many days, and if you don't finish the whole thing in the allotted time, then you get a specific game over for that. And like I said, I've touched 2 a little bit, and yeah, I know it's got a weird, like, we're gonna travel through time, and for lack of a better word, Pokemon our way through the game. So those will be fairly interesting when we get to them. That isn't, like... Oh no, it's just resist days. Okay. I saw Rainbow, I wanted to make sure it wasn't, like the ribbon. Yeah, I don't stay on those screens. I remember, well, an okay amount of what's on them. I have a thing where I don't like seeing check marks. Or the question marks. Whenever there's a thing that's blinking that's telling me there's something here, I've got to get rid of it. Even if I don't actually read the thing. Yeah, somehow that doesn't surprise me. Final Fantasy, or Square loves to put extra stuff for you to do and then give you a reason, kind of force a reason for you to do them. That was actually one of the things about 16. 16 is also hated by so many people. Because they're like, oh, you know, there's no story, there's no this, there's no, you know, no that. And it's like, no. there's a story there. There's a really good story there. But if you really want to know and understand what's going on in the game, you have to do the side quests. And not to mention, I will give them... Because Final Fantasy XVI is a... For me, at least, I see it as a... Souls-like. And I do like those kind of more difficult games, so I enjoyed the gameplay of it, even if it's a little different. But yeah, the side quests, there's a lot of side quests, and if you don't do them, you do start to lose out on some things. Like, they always talk about the brand that the magic users, I forget their name offhand, but they always talk about that brand that gets tattooed on those that have the quote-unquote gift and touch from the different creatures that give them the innate ability to do magic. But in one of the side quests, you find out this brand that is there to mark these people as lower class people that are there to just be used to do their magic has a poison that is surgically implanted underneath it. And like trying to remove that poison and remove the brand, you are very likely to release that poison and kill that person. And it's just like, that is very dark, and if you don't do the side quests, you never understand quite the level of how second class citizen, basically, how just like mistreated all those people were, as well as all the side quests that go into further depth about the disease. So it's like, oh, by the way, also because you've been given this gift, you are just slowly draining your life force away, and over time you will eventually just turn into a statue if the people don't kill you first, because you've turned too much into a statue at this point to be useful to them. You can't actually do your job anymore. Like, 16 has a depth of information in it, but you had to do all the side quests to get it, and a lot of people don't play Final Fantasies for their side quests. In a way, you could understand the main story of 16. Here, I'm gonna actually switch back, because it's about time for me to end my stream for the day. But I do want to go into this. With 16, you could understand the main story of the game. What the actual reason for what your character was doing and everything. You could understand that main story just by playing through the story. It was always recommended you at least did some of the quests, because the game would get really hard if you focused on nothing but the main story. So you would do at least some of the side quests at some point to grind up some levels. But you didn't necessarily have to do all of them. But the side quests are what really develop that world to give you the full understanding of it. That's why I do love when games have side quests. Like I said, this one is a great game, Final Fantasy XIII, but its linear nature is, like I said, it's very rough for some people. Like, yes, 10 was linear, but in 10 you can kind of go back and forth, and the nature of the story with the full depth of the story they tell you in 10 the linear nature makes sense. You are part of this crew that is bringing this summoner on this journey to visit these places and eventually go and get the final summon to defeat Sin until you find out what all of that actually is and what that entails. So there's a very specific reasoning behind all of it. Where with this one, it's a level-based game with sort of just you're being pulled along. Your reasoning for being stuck and doing all these in these ways is just, well, this world is very cut and dry linear, and all you have to do is go forward. And then all of the story being behind the data logs as well. So you if you want to understand everything, you got to sit down and read through a bunch of data logs to understand a lot as well. But again, you really to put the time and effort into that, it brings so much more out of this world and becomes so much more of an interesting game to play through. And I've started to shift away from hating some of the Final Fantasy games for their mechanics. Like, I hated Final Fantasy VIII when it came out because it was such a shift from all the previous games. It had a good story and it was interesting and I played through it, but it just was one of those I never really saw myself coming back to. And now I go back. I've gone back to it and I do enjoy it because even though it's got this whole, like, yes, it's still the ATB and that combat, but magic is an item that you draw from enemies, and summons are these guardian forces that you junction, all this stuff. It was a cool idea, and you don't get new stuff unless you test new ideas. It's just, I think at the timing, again, it was such a shift from what a lot of people expected, and it was in a weird development cycle time that a lot of people were thrown off by 8. So 8 tended to not be a huge game for people then. But again, it's become this occult classic game. And that's, I will give, a lot of Final Fantasy games, they'll come out to hate. But a few years later, a lot of people come back and go like, no, it was a really good game once you buckled down and really kind of went through it. You just had to understand these aspects of the game. And that definitely is why, like, Square and the Final Fantasy series has been so huge. And why people want to see a lot of these games come back in some way. Hey, I can understand that. There's a lot of good ones out there and good ways to get access to them. Because 10 and 10.2 obviously have their HD remix, same thing with 12. But 7, 8, and 9... if you can, well, 8 and 9, the graphics aren't so bad, but 7, if you can get past the very blocky graphics of PS1 era, that has come back and is playable on Switch and PS4 and PS5 and Xbox and Steam, and it's everywhere. And you've got the pixel remasters for 1 through 6, so they are definitely worth if you get a chance. I feel like the Final Fantasy games are always worth it. And then 7's remake, I will say this, I am enjoying I enjoyed the 7 remakes. I've played through both of them. I really enjoyed their games. They are an interesting take and a cool update to the story and change to the way that world is. And I feel like for that game, in those remakes in particular, there are aspects that, if having played the original, make the remakes better. And then there are aspects of the remake that are better just because of what they are and have no real need for the previous game to push up. But there's definitely parts of it where when you get certain things that happen, if you've played the original, it just brings that element in the remake so much further forward. 13 developed, I mean, a little bit. just in that, like, the auto combat that remake does for the other characters is a little better planned out. Like, their AI is a little better than the AI for the characters in this one, and the ability to switch and check the other characters is not that bad. And yeah, I do understand where people say the original 7 is better than the remake. I can understand that point of view, but I that view to me is kind of the childhood or rose-colored glasses of, oh, 7 was this amazing game because it was the first Final Fantasy I played. It's the same reason that so many people, like, it is hard to talk to somebody about what's your favorite Final Fantasy, because a lot of times it depends on when you got into Final Fantasy games. And 7 was the first Final Fantasy for a lot of people. So they have a bias as this is the best game because it's the first one I ever played. 6 honestly has easily as compelling, if not a more compelling story and a more interesting setup than 7. That's why 6 and 7 tend to be, like, the big arguments, but, I mean, you get people 10 is their first one, so that's their favorite. Yeah, the stagger system is also... stagger system started with 13 and has basically followed since 13, so saying that as an aspect of 13 in 7 isn't the thing that I immediately think about, because, that... Like I said, you've seen it it's in 16, it was in, I believe there was an element of it in 15 as well. So it's sort of been brought around in the other games, at least in a minor element. And, like, one of the things I actually, I mentioned earlier with this, I feel like Final Fantasy X2, not a great game. It's got its following. It's not so bad in some of its elements. Unfortunately, to me, I look at it as, I see it and it's like, oh, this was a cash grab, because we can take these 3 characters and do a Charlie's Angels thing with them, and bring people into the game. But it did also feel like it may have been a testbed for an aspect of 13. In that you had, you have the dress spheres and the ability to change your class mid-combat, that I think it's like, okay, let's see how this ability to change something like that in the middle of combat affects combat, and whether it could be too broken or something that could be useful. And they obviously liked the idea because they brought it. It's sort of what the whole point of 13 is. If you don't use the paradigm system and shift your class in, especially most of the big combats, you're going to struggle through them. So I definitely think Square does that a lot, where they'll, like, use a game to test something, and then in maybe a future game expand and shift on that to make it better from their initial tests. And that's why, like I said, the stagger system, like you guys said, the stagger system was a big thing for that. Now, I will be back to Final Fantasy XIII again tomorrow. I'm kind of done with my stream for today. I've got a couple of things I need to do. Unfortunately, no, you cannot do menu based on 13. The only person you ever get control of is your main character. You can use the abilities just for your main character. You don't have to use the auto battle for them, but for the other 2 people in your party, you never have the ability to control what they do. And I think they learned from that level of the way people felt on this game, and I think even 15, because 15 and 16 sort of have that. But 16, again, is a different style of game, so we can't necessarily count that. But they did learn that people do like to have some control over their party members, so that they kind of removed that aspect from 7 and gave you back the ability to control what anybody does in varying degrees. But yeah, like I was saying, I will be back with 13 tomorrow. I usually start about 1 p.m. Eastern time, so it's been about 3.5 hours that I've been streaming today. So give you an idea if you want to come back tomorrow. I'd love to continue kind of doing this conversation as I'm streaming tomorrow. I love to have people to talk to about this kind of stuff while I'm gaming. But I've got some stuff I unfortunately got to take care of, so it's going to definitely be it for today. Seven, when they announced classic mode, I thought it was going to be more the remake, or more of like the classic style. So when it was what it was, I was disappointed. I do wish the remake had that, but I also understand, Square is trying to shift away from that for certain main series. I would love to see, I will say this quick before I actually go. I would love to see, like, they just did the Pixel remasters, and they're actually getting a physical launch here in the US now, for Switch and PlayStation. But I would love to see 1 through 6 get remakes in the style of Octopath Traveler. Like, give me those games with still the sprite characters, but the beautiful, like, painted landscapes, and, like, update some of the story and maybe even the gameplay for them to take in some of the stuff you've learned over the years from other stuff. Like, 4, 5, and 6 maybe don't need a huge touch, but 1, 2, and 3 could definitely use a big makeover on them. But like I said, I will be back again with this stuff tomorrow. If you want to catch some of the stuff I did before, obviously you have the VODs here. Yeah, no, I understand that for the classic mode. It's still not the turn-based that I was hoping for. But I was saying, besides the VODs on being on the channel, I have a YouTube channel with the link down below that I put all the VODs on if you ever do want to kind of see previous streams that I've done. But I will be back tomorrow with more of this. I do hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I would love to come back to talk more with you guys next time on this. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I will see you all next time.